どこから寂しさを運んできたの。泣いたりしたその後の空はやけに透き通っていたりしたんだ。いつもは尖ってた父の言葉が今日は暖かく感じました。優しさも笑顔も夢の語り方も知らなくて全部君を真似たよ。もう少しだけでいい、あと少しだけでいい、もう少しだけでいいから、もう少しだけでいい、あと少しだけでいい、もう少しだけくっついていようか。僕らタイムフライヤー、時を駆け上がるクライマー、時のかくれんぼはぐれっこはもう嫌なんだ。嬉しくて泣くのは悲しくて笑うのは君の心が君を追い越したんだよ。星にまで願って手に入れたおもちゃも部屋の隅っこに今転がってる。叶えたい夢も今日で100個できたよ。たった一つといつか交換こしよう。いつもは喋らないあの子に今日は放課後また明日と声をかけた。慣れないこともたまにならいいね。特にあなたが隣にいたらもう少しだけでいい、あと少しだけでいい、もう少しだけでいいから、もう少しだけでいい、あと少しだけでいい、もう少しだけくっついていようよ。僕らタイムフライヤー、君を知っていたんだ。僕が僕の名前を覚えるよりずっと前に君のいない世界にも何かの意味はきっとあって、でも君のいない世界なら夏休みのない8月のよ。君のいない世界など笑うことないサンタのよ。君のいない世界など僕らタイムフライヤー、時を駆け上がるクライマー、時のかくれんぼはぐれっこはもう嫌なんだ。なんでもないや、やっぱりなんでもないや、今から行くよ。僕らタイムフライヤー、時を駆け上がるクライマー、時のかくれんぼはぐれっこはもういいよ。君は派手なクライヤー
Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Bro, what? Never watched Your Name? I think Your Name is a good anime. Ayaya. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hi Donkey, hi Heartless, hi Chai Chai. Yeah, it's from a movie called Your Name. By a pretty famous producer, I think. He's like a pretty famous guy. He made Your Name, Weathering with You, the chair one. I forgot what it was called. Makoto Shinkai. Yes, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Makoto Shinkai, yeah, pretty famous director from Japan. Your Name is probably my favorite movie. I like the chair one more. Suzume, I think Suzume is better from him. Suzume no Tojimari. I just call it Suzume. It was actually playing in theaters here like a while back. So it was a pretty popular one. I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but I really liked it. Yeah, it was good. I know Your Name is very popular. He has a lot of really like popular movies. So if you're into like Japanese love story type of movies, you'd probably enjoy it. Domain expansion. Yeah. Sup? Hello, SCP. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I have to be honest, guys. It might be a short stream today because, I don't know, I'm just feeling really tired. I hope I'm not getting sick because my brother is, like, super sick and he was, like, coughing and sneezing and shit. I'm really hoping that I didn't catch anything. Yeah. Children Who Chase Lost Voices is one of his early works and it's also good. I have not watched that one. I watched the new ones. Take care, Candy. You sound sick. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not sick, chat. I really hope I'm not sick. I hope it's just like a, you know, sore throat a little bit, you know. Hopefully I'm not too bad. Because I literally just got sick like 2 weeks ago. So I hope I'm okay. Your weak immune system, you're definitely sick. No, don't jinx it. Oh my god. Coughed right in your face. No, he didn't cough right in my face, but I know that he is sick. So, I don't know. I think there's just something going around. There was like a lady on the Sky Train that was really sick too. So, yeah. Roasting the immune system is wild work. Man, my immune system does kind of suck sometimes though. Like, I just feel like I do get sick somewhat easily. But, I mean, I've already gotten sick like literally 2 weeks ago. So hopefully my immune system is like, okay. She gets sick all the time. Oh my god. It's because when I go to work, I'm like around people on the Sky Train. They fucking cough and sneeze and shit. Like, stay home if you're sick. God. Granny isn't taking her vitamins? No. Anyways, I hope I'm okay. I feel fine now, for the most part, but we'll see.
Up to the freezer.
Yeah.
Try and stop me.
Nice. There we go.
All right.
There we go. I apologize for my outburst. Your immune system is straight buns. Oh my gosh. I just hope I'm okay. What did I tell you about partying at your age? I don't even party. I don't go to nightclubs or anything. Nice. Okay, we will grab this one. And then let me go to the other one here. Lansorians. Remember, chat, to me, park is good, but to park meat and girl is better. You gotta put your pee-pee in her. You gotta shove your pee-pee in. Yeah. But yeah. Look, meeting people nowadays is like fucking hard. Oh my god. Classic quotes from peak chat. Yeah. Okay. It's ulti. Boop. Nice. think I'm like on my period as well, so I'm like not feeling so great right now. Hopefully you guys are doing better. Hopefully everyone had a good like start to the week. Bin don't know what time to unfollow. Did you post a video in the chat? Thank you for the follow. Thank you. What is it? What's the video? I don't know what this is. Oh, Resident Evil Requiem. It's some kind of new Resident Evil game. Hang on, let me see. Turn up the volume. I'm weird, so I meet no one. Oh my gosh. If you meet Candy in a park, do not put your meat in her. Give her vitamins. Oh my gosh. You play as a sexy FBI agent?
Grace.
Damn, okay.
Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Coming.
Wait, is that the main character? Grace? Oh my gosh, she's hot. Yep. Okay, okay.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now.
I'd smash.
We found another
she's
body.
definitely fuckable.
One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Oh no. She got murdered by a zombie.
Lisa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's a zombie.
What is this?
Her mom been murdered in Resident Evil 7. Which one?
Stay close.
Wait, who is her mom? I don't even know who her mom is.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Yo mama, shh, silence. Okay, which Resident Evil? What's Resident Evil 7? I don't even know what that is. Resident Evil 7. Biohazard. Wait, what? I played Biohazard. Which one's the mom?
All these strange deaths, huh?
Alyssa Ashcroft.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
But like, Resident Evil 7 ended with the lady
Everyone's
dying,
gone.
right? Did you play it? Yeah, it's Bio something, right? What's it called? Biohazard. I played Biohazard. But who was murdered? Who's the person that... So, I'm not sure. The only mom I knew was that crazy woman, Marguerite. Her mom was... What was the name of her mom? Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh no. You back to Raccoon City? Resident Evil Requiem. Summer Game Fest 2025. I wonder when it's coming out. That sounds really interesting. It actually sounds really cool. Like, it looks like a cool game. But Biohazard was good. I remember that was the one where the family was like all crazy and like it was actually the daughter who was like controlling all of them. On your birthday next year? Oh my, I'm gonna be older, chat. Very sad. Never mind. You won't finish it in a millennial years, February 27th, 2026. Well, my birthday is the 28th, so it's like a day before my birthday. It's like my birthday present. Oh my god. I feel like time passes by so fast, chat. Like, I feel like 2025 just started, but it's like we're already like halfway through the year. Oh my god. Yeah, time really does fly. Basically the same. Oh my god, chat. Time flies, time flies. Okay, we'll go down here. Looks like there's something here. We will kill this guy. Boop.
Show no mercy. Shift pyroclastic surge. All right.
Nice. Alright. Grab the teeth. It does fly. My birthday is this month. How old are you turning? Birthday stream will be playing Resident Evil 9? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. You guys have to remind me though. I feel like I might forget. So you guys should remind me. Remind me that like I need to play this game because it actually looks really good. I'm totally down to play it. Alright. We'll grab this. Nice. And then we'll go here. Candy! Hey, June Cartoons, how are you? Welcome to the stream, welcome. I'm turning 32. Oh my god, nice. I'm like so scared of turning 30, chat. Like, I feel like bad things happen when you turn 30. I don't know. I feel like it's all in my mind, but I'm like, oh my god, when you turn 30, then you're not in your 20s anymore. Sad. Yeah, maybe it's just me though, I don't know. Cough up that $90 for the game. Yeah, I gotta cough up the doulas. I'm 24 since we're all doxing ourselves. Yeah, I was Sag too, but you get over it. Yeah. How do you feel like your life has changed, like in your like 30s compared to your 20s? Like, do you feel like a lot has changed? Like, are you like in a relationship? Are you single? Like, what do you feel like changed? That's what I want to know. Hi, Candies. Hi, Hugh. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Nothing changed. Well, I feel like something must have changed from like 20 to 30. Most people say their 20s and 30s are different. Like, they value different things. They're at different stage of life, you know? So, yeah. Okay. Go down here.
Get to work. Wrath from the skies.
The numbers changed. I don't know. I spent 3 years on ADHD meds, so it felt like 2 weeks. The meds mess with me a lot. I don't remember turning 30. Really? That's crazy. I'm not sure what ADHD meds do to you. I think actually like they put like like very small dose of meth in ADHD meds apparently. I don't know how the fuck it works. Apparently it's supposed to help you focus. But yeah, I can't really relate because I don't take medication. I went off meds and I woke up and I was 31. Well, do you remember like what you did for work, like things like that? Or do you feel like it was all just a blur? Oh, nice. I know some people like have really bad ADHD, so they have to like be on medication constantly, but other times some people take it just like during exams and things like that. 33 years, nothing changes except poor. You became poor? Oh my god. You know, that's one of the things I'm like paranoid about. I'm like, what if I like get older and become poor, you know? Like, I do not want to be like a senior and like, I don't know, like struggling, you know? So that's why I'm like now, while I'm still young, I gotta like work as much as I can and like save up all my money so that like when I'm older, I'm not gonna be like broke, you know? I remember, but it was kind of a blur. Like a different person was living my life. Okay, but like if you weren't on ADHD medication, would you have felt different? How do you know that it's the medication and not just, I don't know, like the ADHD, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get rich and get you C6 Chi-Chi. Oh God. I make lots of children and tell them to become doctor, then you'll be rich. Not gonna lie, I don't think that's the best idea. Because doctors, yeah, they make like good salary, but the job is so fucking stressful. And I mean, you're probably better off just like running a business or something. Like, I feel like business people make way more money than doctors for like way less work, okay? Like, being a doctor is fucking hard. If you're a surgeon, they can call you up at like 3 a.m. in the morning and just be like, you have to do surgery now. Like, come to the hospital now. You have to do this heart surgery. People don't really think about these things. They just think about how much money they're gonna make. But then it's like, do you actually want to live that kind of lifestyle? I feel like most people probably don't. You must keep up the Asian tradition. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I can't drink as much alcohol. I get tired a bit faster. But I think it's just me recovering from the meds. No idea. Yeah. But are you still on the ADHD meds? I don't know why my parents wanted me to be a doctor. Like, they're not even doctors themselves. So I feel like it's like unfair for them to have this expectation of me. And I never wanted to be a doctor. Like, it's just like, no. No. What if I like, instead of like doing surgery on the heart, I do surgery on the liver and kill somebody, you know? Like, that's what I'm worried about. I can't take this kind of responsibility, okay? Yeah. They want the moolah. Well, the money. You can make a lot of money doing tons of other things. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you have to be a doctor, you know? That's what I think. Oh, crap. I forgot that I had this event going on. Do I have resin? Oh my god, I think I used up all my resin too. Fuck. Okay, let's go to the teapot. OMG, your giant leaky mommy titties make me so thirsty. Yeah, you need to suck them. You have to suck the milk out. Suck the milk out of my tit. We haven't claimed our weekly resin yet, but I don't think I have enough. Like, we need 1,200. We're only at 900, so gotta wait for a bit. Dun, dun, dun. That's true, but I've reached a level that most doctors say I should be a consultant. No, I have a chance. If it doesn't work out, I'll just do something else. What do you want to do? Do you have like a dream job you're thinking about doing? I never really had a dream job. I was just like, I would just do anything that'll like make me money so I can survive. That was my game plan. And I feel like it kind of worked out, you know? It kind of worked out in my favor. So I wouldn't be too worried. I know a lot of people are like really worried about like what they're going to do for their job and like where their life is going, you know, these types of things. But I wouldn't be too worried. Let's go on my Asia account, I guess. I think you should just try a lot of things and then do whatever you feel like is like fun or you enjoy doing. I was a lot like you, but I chose medicine. I'm not that worried. I'm still kind of smart. So you're 32. Have you graduated yet? Or are you still in med school? See, I never even went down the freaking med school route because I just know, like, I'm not going to pass. I'm not going to pass, chat. Like, I don't know. Taking exams, school stuff is just not my forte, I guess. Graduated with 3 years experience? Nice. Do you enjoy doing medicine? Like, are you like a family doctor? What type of doctor are you? Dude, I'm like way too dumb to become a doctor, chat. I'm not qualified. I'm happy with where I'm at in life, though. Even though I didn't do medicine like my mom wanted me to. Okay, nice too, nice too. Stabilize. There we go. Grab some more of these, and then we'll grab this one. Use the original resin. We haven't even used our like condensed resin yet. Most of the time I enjoy it. I've been working in lots of places, never specialize. I'm trying now. Do you feel like it was worth it to go to med school though? Like, did you graduate at 30 or something? When did you graduate? Being a doctor will allow you to harvest people's kidneys legally and then sell them on the black market. Must be mega rich. Yeah, that's called illegal activities. Okay. Yeah. I think there's some countries where they still do that. Like there's like my mom always tells me stories of these places where like if you go on vacation there, you might pass out and like wake up in a bathtub like missing a kidney or something. Now I'm like scared. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to these countries anymore. I think there are places in the world where it still happens, but here it's like fucking hard. Like, where are you gonna find somebody to steal their kidney? Like, you'd be arrested like immediately. I wouldn't have done if I knew I was gonna be screwed, but now I'm here. I'm working with a family and children clinic now. That's interesting. I feel like the worst field to go into as a doctor is probably like oncology or something, where you treat like cancer patients. I don't know. I feel like it's like such an emotionally like tough job. Imagine knowing that like so many people you treat are like eventually gonna die or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how people handle it. But yeah. Especially like imagine being like a children's oncologist or something. Oh shit. Like it's probably the worst. I prefer not to work there. Why do people choose to become oncologists? Like maybe that's like the area that they're most interested in. The worst is being a pharmacist because you work at shitty retail chains. Honestly, pharmacy is not really that bad because like your job is pretty chill, like it's really stable, and you at least work in like an air conditioned place, okay? And you don't have to deal with like the emotional trauma of like patients that you treat fucking dying or something. You just give people like their medication. But you get used to it. Makes death kind of bleh, okay, happens. But it reminds you to enjoy life. That's true. Yeah. Pharmacy is stable because everybody needs drugs. Yeah, it's like a stable job, like pretty chill. Usually it's like fairly easy for you to find work. Whereas if you choose to become like an ER doctor or something, it can sometimes be really, really hard to actually find like an opening or a space because all the hospitals are full. Like there's already multiple doctors and specialists working there. So there's not really a space for you unless you want to move somewhere where they have availability. But yeah, I know. Anyways, I never even considered medicine as one of my careers, but I know people that have done it and it's like such a tough job. So like respect to you. Like if you're able to do it, like massive respect, because I can't. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, it's not just about the money. I think it's about like thinking about what kind of life you want to live. Like if you're like working as an ER doctor or something, like your job will be super demanding and it might require you to like be on call constantly. Medicine has a lot of risk. I mean, yeah, for sure. And you have to like pass school and everything, so it's definitely not easy. So I have massive respect for anybody that's able to do that as their full-time job. Echo in song. Nice. There we go. I think we should do some Star Rail today, actually. I'm still like a little bit behind on the event, so we should try and finish it. Drink some water. Not ZZZ. I haven't played ZZZ in like ages. Candy is farming for Pinon and Star Rail. I'm farming for... I don't even know who I'm farming for. I already finished building Hyacinth, so... I'm just waiting for the next, like, collab to come out for the new characters. I'm probably gonna skip Cypher, most likely. Because I don't think she'll be, like, that good on most of my teams. Not a great choice. I wouldn't choose it again, but I'm happy with it now. Thank you for making me feel better about it. Don't feel bad about it. I think medicine is a noble job. But yeah, I think it's a tough job too. Like emotionally, just like day-to-day life as a doctor is a lot harder than people realize. In most areas of medicine. Skip Cypher because you'll get a rerun. Save for Finon. I need Finon. Skipping a cute cat girl stare. Well, I got Hyacinth, who has a fat fuck as a pet. Okay. So yeah, I gotta make choices here. I can't pull for every character because I'm free to play. Like if I pull for every character, I'm just not gonna have enough jades. So I kind of have to pick and choose. Because I mean, eventually you're probably gonna lose a 50-50. So you want to have enough jades saved up just in case. Yeah. Paz is like, oh my god, I can't believe you skipped a cute cat girl. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. If you lose 3 50-50s in a row as F2P, you'll cry. Oh god. Well, it hasn't happened to me yet. Usually I'll lose one. Well, I mean, that's the whole like pity system, right? Like, you know, if you lose one, you're guaranteed the next one is how it works, which is good, I think. It used to be like on the previous Genshin weapon banner, you could lose like multiple 50-50s. It was super scary. But now they made it better. And then question life. Well, I mean, if you're free to play, it's whatever. Like, if you don't get the character you want, not a big deal. I honestly feel worse for the people that are, like, pay to win. And then they're spending, like, all their hard-earned money on this game. And then when you lose a 50-50, then it feels even worse. Because you, like, spent all this money on it. And you don't even get what you want. Yeah, I don't know. I feel worse for those people. I'm okay when I lose a 50-50. Because it's, like... You know, it's eventually going to happen. You're eventually going to lose a 50-50. It just is what it is. So I'm just used to it now. I have a lot of jade saved up usually, like when I'm trying to get a character. So I'll usually have enough to guarantee them. Plus I got 3 Genshin accounts. So if I want a character, I can always pull them on like one of my other accounts. E6 S5, but lose all 50-50s as a whale. Oh my god. Bro, like, there's people that spend like 10 grand on like one character. I don't know how or why, but like they do. Okay, it's crazy to me. Crazy. I think most of the people that are like crazy whales are usually like content creators. At least I hope. Because at least if you're like a content creator for a game, then you could kind of at least make some of the money back. But the people that just straight up whale, like, I honestly don't understand. Like, that sounds wild to me. Okay. What should I farm for here? I think I still need dandelions for Jean. Where is she? Hey, Kando in chat. Hey, Squabble. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How's life been for you? I know you kind of started your new, like, consulting business or something. It seems like you're always, like, doing something new. I'm just at home chilling, hoping I didn't get sick because my brother has been, like, coughing and sneezing and shit, so... I'm hoping he didn't, like, pass me anything or didn't make me sick as well. So, yeah. And also, my boyfriend finally came back from Saskatchewan. Well, he was there for, like, the weekend. So I'll probably see him tomorrow after work. Yeah. We'll go this way. Grab these ones. Doing well. Business is good, though. Haven't worked over a week. Been relaxing. That's good. You're finally learning how to relax. That's good. So happy for you. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably spend like, honestly, it's not even that much time. Probably like 4 days next week. Over at his house. It's not a ton of time, but I guess it's still like something, you know? But then he'll be gone for another like 2 months, which sucks. And then there's like a 2-week period where I'll like go visit him in New Brunswick because he's going like super far for like work and stuff. But that's life, I guess. It is what it is. 2 months, yeah, it really sucks. But he was like, yeah, it's like really important. It's for like his family business or whatever. And I'm like, okay. You know, there'll be a lot of smashing in those 4 days. Yeah, we'll see how I feel. I feel like I shouldn't speak too soon. I'm sorry, Kando. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's life. Hey, Dusty. I think for me, like, my biggest concern is not the fact that he's, like, spending 2 months apart. In the grand scheme of things, like, 2 months is not, like, a huge amount of time. But I'm just, like, my biggest concern has always been the fact that, like, our timelines are not perfectly aligned. Like, because he's younger, he's like, oh, I want to get married when I'm 30. But it's like, bro, by the time you're 30, I'll be 33. And then he also has all these crazy plans for his life about how, you know, he wants to go live in the US and this and that. And it's like, that's all great and whatever. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. But it's like, I'm not going to go with you in 3 years. Like, if, you know, we're not married or something. Like, that's my concern. And it just bothers me because he's like spending so much time somewhere else. And then we're like not really spending time together. And it's like, this is like the beginning of the relationship. Like it hasn't even been a year yet. And he's like, oh, I gotta go like for 2 months to do this thing. So, and I get that it's important, but it still like concerns me a little bit. So, yeah. I hope that it won't be a big issue. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of like probably like our biggest problem. Sus. Yeah, it's like he says it's like really important, like it's for like his family business. So I'm like, okay, you know, like if it's important, I'm not gonna like get in the way. Kenny being a psycho girlfriend, I feel like I'm not being psycho because he's literally gone for like 3.5 months this year. That's understandable, but communication is very important. That's why I'm trying, you know, like I'm definitely trying, but I think it's just like one of our challenges. Like I think every relationship comes with challenges. Maybe this one is just ours. I'm gonna switch to Star Rail, by the way. But like, look, this is like nowhere near like being psycho. Okay, if this is what you guys consider psycho, I don't know what to say. Cause like he's already spent a month somewhere else. Like last month he wasn't even here, right? So then he's like, oh, I gotta go to New Brunswick to go do this thing. Kenny wants to be married ASAP. It's not that I want to be married ASAP, but it's like we have to be working towards it, right? Like my timeline is like 3 years, which I feel like in 3 years, it's enough time for you to get to know someone. But it becomes a huge problem when half the year you're spending it like somewhere else, right? And then you're not spending time together. So that's kind of the issue where like on one hand he's like, oh, I don't know you like well enough, like blah blah blah, we'll see where things go. And it's like that's all fine and great, but like we have to actually spend time together. You can't just be like somewhere else, you know, like half the year. Kenny's handling it pretty well, not psycho. Work is rough, especially when apart. Yeah. I'm also concerned because it's like next year he doesn't know where he's gonna be half the year as well. So just things to consider. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not like I'm like psycho, like, oh, we gotta get married tomorrow. But it's like in 3 years, if you're spending 6 months somewhere else, it's very easy to see how that is a problem because if 6 months you're not even here, technically we only have like a year and a half where you're like actually in Vancouver, right? So yeah. And I don't understand because he was like telling me like, oh, like, you know, maybe it's like not the right fit because I feel bad dragging you everywhere. And it's like, what woman are you gonna date that's even like moderately successful that is gonna be okay with you like dragging them everywhere? You know, like he's spending 3 months here, 3 months there, 3 months in China, you know, like just like if that's gonna be your life, no matter who you date, you're gonna have to compromise. Unless you're dating a woman that literally has no job and does nothing, right? And he's also the type of person where he's like, oh, I want my girlfriend or my partner to have a job and to have their own things going on. And it's like, bitch, you can't have it both ways, okay? If you want your woman to be with you 24/7, doing everything with you, you better be the one paying all her bills, okay? You better be paying her bills and like, you know, giving her money so she can like buy stuff. But like on one hand, he like doesn't want to do that. He's like, oh, I want like my partner to have their own life. It's like, that's great and all, but that means you can't be away all the time. Hi Candy, hi Hollow. That's impossible. Trust me, I know that too well. Yeah, like I feel like because it's like his first relationship, his expectations are like not the most, like the logic sometimes is like not logicking, you know? Dating a woman with no job, exactly. Well, that's literally what he's asking for, right? Like if you're spending 3 months in China, 3 months in New Brunswick, 3 months in Vancouver, 3 months in the US, who is gonna be able to follow you to all of these places? Unless it's some woman that's literally unemployed. Like, unless you're dating somebody that has no job and you're footing all the bills for them, like, how are you gonna have a relationship if you're like everywhere? You know, it doesn't make sense. Give her $2,000 a month monthly salary? Nah, no thank you. If a man told me to quit my job for $2,000 a month, I'm like, fuck off, okay? I ain't doing that. Cause I mean, right now I get like $6,000 a month after tax. Like he'd have to at least match that. Yeah, he doesn't know yet, poor guy. Yeah, it's like you have to be realistic, right? Like you can't demand that your woman have a job and be able to make money while at the same time being like, oh, but she has to fly with me everywhere. Like what? Like my job is already more flexible than most jobs out there, okay? Like most jobs that people work, realistically, you gotta show up and be in the office to do your job. I get to work remote. So like for my job, like I have like at least some flexibility, right? But some people don't even have that. Girl, you need that. My girlfriend had to quit her job and does a side hobby / job because I traveled too much. Yeah, and that's like sometimes just what has to happen, right? But at the same time, it's like I don't want to be that girl that's like dating a boyfriend and then I quit my job for him and then we break up, right? The only way I would be willing to quit my job to like to go places with him is if we were like married or something, and then I have like, you know, at least security or something written on like a prenup or something that says like, you know, if we like separate, I would at least get like a certain amount of money, at least compensation for the years I didn't work to like follow him around everywhere, right? That's why I don't understand, like some women, they sacrifice so much for their boyfriend. They're like, they move to another country for their boyfriend. They like do all the cooking and cleaning for their boyfriend or like follow him around everywhere. And in the end, he just breaks up with her and then she's like screwed. So that's why I would never do that. What's your gumball flavor of the day? Candy? Strawberry. Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
Damn, she's like, you should just sit back and watch. Need at least 10K a month. Definitely isn't a great position. You both need to make an agreement. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what I think too. That's why I was like, if your expectation is that in 3 years you're gonna be going to a whole new country, then you know, my expectation is that we have to be married by then. I feel like this is like reasonable, right? Like if he wasn't going anywhere and he wasn't doing all these things, like I would be okay with like taking more time. But it's like if you're planning on going to all these places, and he's planning to spend 2 years in the US before coming back. So it's like Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not going unless, you know, I have a ring on my finger. Can I get a strawberry one then? Yeah, let me pop one out of my pussy for you. I'm gonna lay an egg. Here's your strawberry gumball. It's a fair deal. You definitely need some security. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's no way I'm going to, like, move to another country for 2 years just for funsies. Bruh, my Genshin account is so cooked. Why is it cooked?
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. All right, now let's get him.
Let's get him. Sue. I love Hyacinth. Hyacinth's actually so good. Look at her. Look at her unicorn. I love it. I'm guessing Kenny has to find a new job if she moves to the US for 2 years. It depends on, like, because, like, we don't know yet, right? I feel like this is all stuff that's, like, very far out. It's all very far out, so we don't know. Like, depends on which university it goes to, things like that. But, yeah. I'm waiting for Aglaya to arrive. Is she getting a rerun soon? I'm not sure if she's getting a rerun.
Is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So
Happy thoughts. Yeah, think happy thoughts. My quests are not completed. I haven't done all the quests either. I'm like super behind. I'm just trying to catch up on the Amphorius quest right now.
Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. I found it around here and thought it might be of interest to you.
Scholars debates? Nice. Aglaya should be having a rerun very soon. I don't know if I'm gonna pull for her. We'll see.
This is new. I didn't know Professor
Is she like a
Nex was
top
researching
damage
this
dealer,
guy.
Aglaya?
He's never mentioned anything about it.
Finance and Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found
She's a
it
top
within himself to
MILF.
put
She
any
is a
reason to
MILF, and she likes to bathe with
People have
us.
come to
She's a
think of
bathing
him
MILF.
As a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove.
Oh, 1 sec, chat. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Same. Yeah, Aglaya do be a
Yet,
MILF,
It
guys.
is also this very blasphemer that Cersei's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
Absolutely. Aglaya hacks them all down with a single swift swipe of her sword. She has a little mannequin as a pet too, which is kind of cool. I picked up a scroll on my way here. It looks like it may be related to the one you're holding.
Oh, let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of 2 conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other.
There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't want to ask questions.
Every failure brings us one step.
She attacks so fast, like she popped out of Solo Leveling or Dragon Ball. Yeah, she's definitely pretty cool. I heard that she's one of like the top damage dealers right now in Star Rail.
The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the Earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings.
Okay.
Discourse about more esoteric subject matters.
Don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans for now. There's something else that caught my attention, though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know.
It makes
What
sense
are
because she
these
looks like
experiments
Chahe
involved?
from Solo Leveling.
Even I, the assistant
Everybody's talking about Solo
No,
Leveling these
said
days. I
nothing
live under
about
a
them.
rock and I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know what it's about. Maybe I need to start watching it. I don't know. I don't know, chat. It looks like some kind of shonen anime. Action, portal, fantasy, cosmic horror. Interesting.
I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
So they're just investigating, trying to find out what happened. Self-improvement anime with a very tiny bit of fan service. I see. Nice.
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes.
Do you guys hear that? There's like a heartbeat in the background.
Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts.
Thank you for the follow.
ballads,
Thank you,
and
you.
religious writings from the Outlands here.
That's cool. I
Cities
can
that
hear like
desire
this
to
thumping
learn
in
from
the
Grove
background. It's kind of
were
eerie.
apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought. We've had more than
Hello,
our
hi
fair share of
Justin.
hilarious
Welcome to the
episodes over
stream.
years.
Welcome, welcome.
For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more,
Do you have
the
allergies?
original manuscript
No.
was supposedly then hidden
My
away.
throat's just like a tiny bit sore. I hope it's not too bad though. I think like, how's your day? I'm doing well, Justin. I'm doing well. My brother's been coughing and sneezing this whole week, so I'm just really hoping I didn't catch whatever he got. I'm gonna try and like sleep a little early today and just get some rest, you know? So, yeah. If not, you have a viral infection, 4 to 7 day recovery. No, don't say that, chat. Oh my god, I'm
No need to hold
fine.
yourself back, Danny.
Let me snort my copium. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Behavior
I'm
is
strong,
no different
okay?
from Bandit's.
I'll be okay. I mean, I feel fine for now. I think I just need to like get lots of sleep tonight and hopefully I feel better tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow I shouldn't go into the office just in case I'm sick. Isn't that just the common cold? Hopefully it's nothing too bad. If you don't mind, did the Grove ever rob Castrum Kremnos?
You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can
Biblioslate.
bring them.
Rest up and continue your trailblazer journey whilst you do. Yeah. You guys hear that in the background? There are compliant letters from the scholars about Anaxagoras, the blasphemer. There's a thick stack of letters. Based on the dust accumulated on the perfectly intact seals, the complainer didn't even bother opening them and just chucked them aside in a corner. It's about Anaxa. Hyacinth, you should come have a look too.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods.
My bad. As healthy as a bun. I'm healthy. Also, I've been farming jades. Right now I have 74 pulls. Nice. Congrats. Does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the great performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Emporius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn.
An uncanny impersonation. What happened
They
after?
marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the grove.
I have old advanced chess quests to do for jades.
First allegation was,
Honestly, same. There's like so many things I haven't done in this
you
game.
agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations?
And I am supposed to put myself in Naxa's shoes and answer that? Based on the history of the Flame Chase journey, humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans.
Anaxa said the same thing then. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it?
That's a serious allegation. Did he really do that?
Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient.
He sure
Every
did.
being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious.
Well, I just got C1 Kinich, so now I have to build more characters. Hoyo, please. Oh no. Good luck, man. Good luck.
So it amounted to nothing
It's like
more
never
than
ending.
annihilation.
Because like in all these gacha games, your current characters get power crept, and then you gotta build the new ones, and then the newer ones, and then the newer ones. So I'm a lurk and study. But boy, booba mommy. Okay, thank you for coming by, Sailor. Thank you.
One by
I
one,
appreciate it.
Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods?
Your avatar kind of looks like Chica from Kaguya-sama Love is War. Oh, thank
It
you.
was
I
only
know that
after brief
anime.
silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
Well, he didn't say that Titans are not noble rings louder in this cake.
Yes. I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved. But what's for certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research, despite being regarded as a heretic. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Given the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there be such an oversight right under their noses?
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But with the grove in this state,
Okay, so we're sneaking into Anaxa's lab. Hi, Nigel. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm gonna call the water wheel. Come on. We're sneaking into his lab to try and find stuff. I don't think we're even on oh my god, I'm like 3 quests behind. I don't think we're even on Castor's quest yet. We're literally still on Anaxa's quest. Oh god. And then we gotta do Castor's quest, and then Hyacinth's quest. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. Jesus.
This is the place, but where is everything?
Thank you for the follow.
Materials
Thank
for
you.
alchemical experiments.
Yep. Oh my god. You've been slacking? Oh my god, I've been slacking.
No, not
Holy
even
shit.
close.
Like,
Not
we're
only
like
are
not
alchemy
even close to being
experiments
caught up.
high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre
It's gonna be a
materials.
long one. It really
Students
is.
often
It
saw him
really
walk in
is.
looking right as
One of my
normal,
friends is an E1
but somehow
casteress.
covered in
Nice.
soot with his hair singed. Naturally, no one dared to come near this place. Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
Oh, let's fix this. Star Rail 3.0 version is like Genshin 3.0. It's very long. I see.
What's going on?
The journal contains several intriguing points. Anaxa aims to refine the golden blood in the Chrysos heirs to a degree of purity equal to divinity. That this must be what he means by close to purity, but treating both Titan creations and human body as materials used in alchemy experiments, that's rather extreme.
Danny?
Hello, MB
I
Kirito.
have a
Welcome to
bad
the stream.
feeling about
Welcome. About 10 to 12 more hours of story. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're on the Anaxa quest right now. So we're like pretty behind. Based on where the story is supposed to be at with Hyacinth's quest, like we gotta finish Anaxa's. And then we gotta do Castris and then also Hyacinth to get caught up. I got Akron a few patches back. She's my favorite character. Nice, nice. Buckling in? Yeah. Buckle in, guys. It's gonna be a long one.
I think I can piece it all together now. Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
Soul transmutation? Do you mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on.
The fuck?
Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy.
Lock in? Oh, I just thought of something.
You
What's wrong?
remember when the black tide was approaching?
I was on a catch-up streak myself and it's awful. I felt like it took a huge chunk of my life doing it. You know what? I just want them to shorten these stories to like 30 minutes, okay? Like, why can't they be 30 minutes? Why they gotta be like 3 hours? Like, that's what I don't understand, you know? Drink more water. But Cersei took over his body and resurrected him, which led to the situation we're in now.
But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
What do you
Put
mean?
yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the black tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done?
I'd put my theories to the test no matter the cost.
When the black tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the luminary throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
The fuck? Did he succeed?
Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Cersei's would make a similar decision. The manuscripts detailing
Interesting.
all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing.
Could he have taken them for other
Wait.
purposes?
What? There's only one Titan left in the world now. No. No way.
To conceive an entity of perfection, one must first understand the principles of creation. If Nax is an Akama now, then that
After
means...
Kefali.
Wait, so he wants to become Kefali? The
Sir,
fuck?
This sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. A simple trick. The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you. Much like how the sky above the holy city is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it. Often people know more than they let on. They simply choose to feign ignorance because they have no other choice.
Then they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance.
Interesting.
We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Rather than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down.
I mean,
all my
Anaxa
fears
has a
and
big
wild
brain.
ideas.
He figured out the sky
Only
is
to
fake.
Burn why?
Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become
Deep
inextricably
shit.
linked
There's some
to
deep
the
shit
great
talking
tree.
about the sky and the stars.
Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch, even the tree itself. But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot even be proven in the first place.
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
You're right. I shall do just that. In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve. Go. Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity.
Oh, we're back here
You
now.
didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom. Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus. Alas, I am a human, standing tall on
Thank you for
2
the
feet,
follow. Thank you, thank you.
possessing both intellect and pride.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam
that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa. They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just as I see it. Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
That's interesting thought. I mean, I can see where he's coming from.
Oh, if power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more? The source of life is
Good
what
morning.
I wish to grasp,
Hi, Kobe.
to
How are
understand what
you?
makes up the soul, and to learn what we really are.
I'm on the Anaxa quest right now.
Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify.
Perfectly splendid. How are you? I'm
That the
doing
soul
good. I'm doing
indeed
good.
ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning.
But yeah, I'm doing good. I was telling chat, like, my brother got like really sick with something, so I hope I didn't catch it. But yeah, my throat's like a tiny bit sore right now. I just hope that I'm not like actually sick. But yeah, basically Anaxa, we're at the part in his quest where he's talking about how he wants to like tame the Titans and
How
stuff.
then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
No, I have already drawn a conclusion. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Professor Anaxa. I'm here. Her life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end and give you the answer you so desire. However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
What?
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and her survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life. There is no need for me to
Equivalent
think
candy
twice.
price? He's requesting equivalent price.
I see.
Okay, interesting.
In that case, let the show begin.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
He wants to grope her booba, creep. Yeah, he was like, I need equivalent exchange. And he was talking about groping her boobies. Okay, no. I don't think he is. Because I don't think you can touch Castris. Because you might die. I don't know.
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a
Finally done with
cognitive
uni for the
trap
semester.
all this
Just a few
time.
more months. I'll have a master's and never have to worry about this again. Nice, nice. Congrats, congrats. I'm happy for
As
you.
unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact
I want to
logical
touch
equivalents.
Castris. You might die, Kobe.
They are
Don't do
merely
that.
Two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core. The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
am
god,
but a
Kobe.
living
Don't say
dead
that.
man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a
Isn't Hungry's
conversation
MC
between
cancer, like still on
humans.
his cancer or something? Yeah, basically.
That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Xerxes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Of course you would remember. Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso. One of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Calypso?
the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How do you know of it?
Stellar is not cancer, it's just expression used to describe it. Yeah, like people say in the game it's like the cancer of the world or something. But basically it causes bad things to happen.
And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the grove's past like the back of your hand?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul.
Hi Kenny, my girlfriend decided she's gonna stay on birth control. That's good. It means you won't accidentally impregnate her. Somebody in my chat decided to raw dog his girlfriend and then now they have a baby.
Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead,
It
it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step
I have
foot
4.
into the
You have
world.
4 kids.
So who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is. The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one. Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How are we to find them?
Sorry, my friend's messaging me.
I knew you would say that, but it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not?
I mean, he has a point. You see, I'm a superior, more evolved version of you. You could make the argument, but you'd fail biologically.
From Hyacinth and
What?
Danhung.
Hi guys, wait, what? If I weren't a Nepo baby, I'd be a broke bitch? Damn. Oh my god. How much money do your parents have? I think he has a god complex. He's like, I'm gonna become God. Is basically what he said. He's like, he wants to become Kefali so he can rebuild the world. I don't know, man. I don't know about this crazy theory, but okay, I guess. And actually, I'd be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body. Kefali, but what could Naxa want?
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
Not my parents, so much as my aunt, who's the white trophy wife of an Asian exec. Damn, who got me the job. Nice, nice.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt.
for this is good
Hi,
news
hi,
to us.
demon. Welcome to the
Council
stream.
of Elders
Welcome.
has found themselves a traitorous ally.
Didn't her grandma get
Anaxa's
jumped by people with
ambitious
black
desires will be
clothing?
something we
Who?
can exploit.
Him and Light Yagami would be having beers together? I mean, Anaxa's just mischievous,
What we
okay?
should be
Nobody
doing
knows what he's
now
trying to do.
is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kindness is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans. Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis. So until then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Jordan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. A lot of Asian men go crazy for white girl pussy. For real, for real. Are you saying that from experience? Do you have white girl pussy, Zoria? I mean, maybe they do, though. I don't know. I think it's like different strokes for different folks, you know? I'm late. You're never late. Welcome to the stream. A lot of black men go crazy for Asian pussy too. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know, Gleam. Remember that one time you had an Asian girlfriend and then she took you home and her parents were like, "Oh my god, he's black. You're not allowed to date him anymore." Yeah, look, his girlfriend broke up with him because she was like, "My parents don't approve." And my immediate reaction was, yeah, it's because you were black, okay? I'm the whitest girl you know. Russian Finnish. My husband is just as white, Russian German. I see, I see. Hey, she liked me. Her parents just didn't. Yeah, oh my god. Rip Gleam. Rip, rip. Yeah, it's how Asian cultures are. They just be like that.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the Council of Elders. How dare they trample over it?
Wow, these people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Kratos.
What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of
Blonde
person that
white
the
girls
Underlord
tend to get the
praised
most
as a
attention from
ferocious
Asian
warrior?
men. I don't know. I think a lot of Asian guys prefer to date Asian girls too. Depends on who you talk to. It's like a big
It
mix.
has indeed been some time, Lord Kratos. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh. Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for kindness. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad. So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
Thunderclaps.
are beacon signals of strife.
I would have known something was up when I went to shake her dad's hand, and he acted like he didn't want to touch me for a second. Oh my god, Gleam. It's because her dad thought that if he shook your hand, he was gonna become black. Oh my god. Look, Asian people are just weird about these things, okay? Yeah. He probably saw that you were black and was like so disappointed. Not the white kryptonite, the natural enemy of Asians. Yeah.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this
Killed
is something
them.
you would want to know. We Kremnoans never
Damn, what's
back down
wrong
from
with
a
being
fight.
Blasian?
So if you plan to take that
I
thing
guess
down in a
Asian people
battle,
just don't like it.
reach out to me anytime.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the council.
Asian people got their opinions on black people from Europeans and Americans for the most part. Girl, you don't understand. Asians are fucking racist, okay?
That's...
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Crateros.
If a girl sits on your face, she now owns you because of the squatters' rights. That's true. Back in the 18 and 1900s, bro, I'm telling you, like, Chinese people, a lot of them are really fucking racist, okay? They really are. Did y'all see the washing machine ad? Oh my god. Did you see the washing machine ad, Zoria? I showed you, right? It's crazy. People are crazy. Bro didn't even give me a chance. Yeah, he was like, don't give me the black. Don't touch me. That's so sad. I feel bad for you, Gleam. Honestly, you don't deserve that, okay? To me, if my kid wanted to date a black guy, I mean, that's great, you know? I don't care. But like, I think like in a lot of Asian cultures, they just don't like it for some reason. Probably because they're racist, you know?
What happened here?
Russians call themselves Eurasian.
I know about
Yeah.
the poisonous fangs of that
Considering themselves neither. Okay, but did you see the washing machine ad, Zoria? I think I showed it to you before. It's crazy. Asian people can be real racist.
I am now unable to do so.
I did? Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. If I ever brought home a black man in the house, I think my grandpa would put him in the washing machine. I swear to God. I'd be like, maybe we could just wash him and then he'll become white. I don't know. I don't know why Chinese people are like this, bro. Like, ain't nothing wrong with being black, but I guess they feel like there's something wrong with it, you know? Like, I actually asked my grandpa one time, how racist is Caddy? I'm not racist. Like, look, I think no matter what color you are, you're beautiful and you're great, okay? But I'm not gonna lie to you. One time I asked my grandpa, if I dated a black guy, would you have a problem with it? And he was like, hell yeah. Look, chat, he's from the countryside, okay? He's probably never even seen a black man in real life. So he's like, he thinks it's like scary or something. Last I heard, she's married to another Asian guy, but I'm pretty sure I've never seen her smile in a single picture since. Dang. Didn't Candy say she wouldn't date a black guy? My preference is Asians. I didn't say I wouldn't date a black guy. I said I prefer other Asians, okay? Not like, oh, I don't date black people because I don't like them or whatever. Like, I generally don't date white people either. It doesn't mean I'm anti-white people. It's just I have a preference for Asians. That's it.
This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called
I should slide in her DMs and see if she takes the bait. Yeah, you gotta be like, hey baby girl, how's it going? That's kind of sus, Gleam. Oh my god. Very sussy. Anyways, I don't think there's anything wrong with like having a preference. Look, I got a preference for the race. Like, the reason why is because I feel like when you're Asian and you're dating another Asian, you have more in common in terms of your culture and like the things that you like. This is my personal opinion. But like when it comes to everything else, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was dating guys from like my age range. I said on my dating profile was like 20 to 40. I don't care about the height. I don't care that much about like what job you have. You know, so I was like dating everyone. Russia has noticeably more women than men because Russian men are morons and die young. Oh my god, that sounds racist. Yeah, okay, Kovi. Candy's so close-minded. Maybe I'm close-minded, but this is my preference. Should be like, hey, pick me up if you're bored of that guy your dad picked. Damn, Kovi just gonna try it, you know. Yeah. Look, how is this close-minded? That's like telling a straight person, like, imagine you're a straight man and somebody comes up to you and be like, how come you don't suck dick? That's sexist, you know? I think people are allowed to have dating preferences. The older your age group in Russia, the fewer men. Yeah, because they're all dying in the war, bruh. Like, you see Putin's like telling all the men, like, bruh, you need to go pick up a gun and go shoot some Ukrainians. and then they all end up dead. So it's like,
no
boom, no more Russian men, you know? You don't choose sexuality. That's true, but still, like, okay.
You are a Chrysos heir without
Here's the
flaw.
thing, okay?
Capable
People
of
say,
relating
like,
deeply with humans.
there's a lot of people in the LGBT community that say, like, oh, people don't get to choose sexuality, right? And it's okay. Like, that's totally fine. Great. I agree. But then they're, on the other hand, they're like, oh, if you don't want to date a trans person that hasn't had bottom surgery, you're transphobic, okay? There was like somebody that made like a whole YouTube video about how if you don't date a trans person because you don't like their genitals, you're a fucking transphobe. It's like, bro, like my mind can't handle this, like, you know, it's like two like different narratives, right? On the one hand, it's like, oh, people can't choose their sexuality, you know, like if you're gay, you like dick, and like, you know, that's that. But on the other hand, it's like, oh, but it's like transphobic. So you're saying that a gay person has to be okay with dating a trans man who potentially has a vagina, and they have to be okay with it, otherwise they're transphobic. Like, it's like too much, you know? Yeah, it's been a thing. It's called a preference. In Russian drinking culture, you don't drink every day, but when you drink, it's the whole bottle. You also get to choose sexuality or born a certain way. Both are correct. I don't know if anybody ever consciously chooses, like, in their mind. I think you might either be born with it or it was like you developed it like really young.
Appreciate what
How long do you think she spends putting on that complicated ass dress? Probably like half an hour. Whole bottle, so barely anything. You're an alcoholic.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities.
It's a lot of acceptance, but too naggy. They're always campaigning it's crazy. I see why they need to do it. It's true. Especially all at once. Yeah. Look, I drink like one bottle of like beer and I'll be like tipsy. I can't handle alcohol at all.
Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is
Candy has that Asian glow. Oh my god, I do. Whenever I drink, I get so red. Hi, Cthulhu. Welcome to the stream. How are you? We're just doing the quest right now.
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice. Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
No hesitation. I stand by Era Nova. If it's possible to bring Era Chrysia back. Are we just like pretending to agree with this bitch or what? Why does a lot of animation just refuse to draw male nipples? It looks weird as hell in my opinion. Maybe they just don't want men to have nipples, okay? But like if you think about it logically, why do men have nipples? Men should not have nipples, okay? Y'all's nipples are useless. Have a nice rest of your stream. Thank you, Cthulhu. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I see that you're a Star Rail streamer as well. Oh my god! Thank you so much for the raid! Oh my god, sorry. I didn't get the sound alert, but thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Men should not have nipples, though. Like, your nipples are useless. Man titties produce no milk, okay? Why do you have nipples? You should not have nipples, okay? Useless. And they don't want you to suck male nipples. One time, I tried to suck a guy's nipples to see if milk would come out, and it didn't work. Why are male nipples so useless? Hey, I like my nipples. Guy nips do have holes though. Yeah, but there's no milkies that come out. Kenny, not even thanking for the raid. I'm sorry, I didn't even see the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Kachula. Kachula's also a Honkai Star Rail streamer. I checked out his channel real quick. Let me show you guys. But he also streams Honkai Star Rail. I'm gonna pull it up now. Hang on. He's a flesh tuber. The flesh tuber. Look at him. I secretly checked out his channel. Kenny scared away the raiders. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait, we have to look at his beautiful face. Let's see.
The one I
Wow, very nice.
Is it?
That's a
Chat, I don't really play
tuber,
Firefly.
guys. Look.
Is Gallagher better with his signature, or is
He's
it better
also
with, like,
a Star Rail
I think
streamer.
It's signature, right?
Yeah, honestly, when I stream Star Rail, we're not even talking about Star Rail most of the time. We're talking about why men have nipples, okay? Men should not have nipples. I think from an evolutionary perspective, the male nipple serves no purpose, okay? It serves no purpose, and in the future, men should just be born without nipples, okay? Yeah. Did you know that there's people nowadays that are being born without their wisdom teeth because your wisdom teeth are fucking useless? When I suck my husband's titties, I should get meat juice. Oh my god, yeah, you should. Like, I feel like when you suck on a male titty, you should just get like steak juice that comes out of it, okay? Yeah. Hi, hilarious streamer. Hi, Phoenix. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're doing this important Anaxa quest right now.
Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Gallagher, like, depends on the team, but 9 times out of 10, it's the best choice.
Bring demise to those titans, and Erechrysia will descend upon us again.
Not gonna lie, my Gallagher sucks. Like, he barely heals. He's like a piece of garbage. I don't even use him on the team. I feel like Hyacinth's so much better. She's like the latest, greatest healer.
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side.
They're already cutting our peepees at birth. Now you want them to cut our nipples? Can't have shit as a man. Well, I'm not saying we should cut them off, but I'm saying, like, maybe evolution will just start creating men without nipples. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think the actual biological reason why men have nipples is because everybody is born a woman, and then you, like, become a man when you're in the belly, you know? Yeah, you have your pee-pee cut. Why? Because it's easier to clean, I think. Like, people think that, like, cutting off the foreskin makes your, like, dick easier to clean or something. I don't know. I guess it kind of does, right? It kind of does make it easier to clean. True, we are the final evolution. Being a woman is obviously better. Also to make masturbating harder. Damn, has your Twitch channel just become porn or something? No. But, like, is it genital mutilation to cut a man's foreskin? For some reason, like, you know, for women in some African countries, they do, like, genital mutilation, and they, like, chop up women's pussies and stuff. I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know why they do it, but, like, I guess, isn't it technically also genital mutilation to, like, cut off a man's foreskin? I don't know. Sorry, we're in a serious moment in this game. We're at the council meeting, okay? We shouldn't be talking about foreskin. Yeah. It's also to reduce the pleasure of sex and prevent masturbation. Basically, makes sex worse. RIP. Please tell me they don't actually cut off human genitals. Oh, they do. They do. Do you want to see the chart? I'll show you the chart of female genital mutilation. There's like different ways they like to chop up women's pussies, okay? It's actually really fucked up. Here, let me show you the chart. This happens a lot in African countries. They're like, oh, we can't let women feel pleasure because otherwise they'll cheat or something. So this is what it looks like, okay? here the blue part, you see the blue part, that's the clitoris, okay? So they literally like chop off your clit, and then look at this, like look at type 3. They literally chop off everything. They like chop off your pussy lips, they chop off the clit, and then they just leave like a tiny hole so that pee can come out. It's actually really messed up. Yeah, circumcision is a religious practice. I see. That looks absolutely messed up. Yeah, you learned something new today, Phoenix. Yeah, sorry, we shouldn't be talking about chopping clits off. I got distracted, Chad. Look at what you did. We're supposed to be doing this serious quest about how Anaxa wants to do something, okay? But now you know something new. They do that in a lot of African countries. The hell? Yeah, imagine getting everything chopped off and then you just have like a hole, like a pee hole. You know? Yeah, look at this. It's really messed up, chat. Look, here's another picture. They literally show you the fucking razor blade. And then there's a type where they just like sew up everything. Oh, there's people that actually die from like getting this type of like genital mutilation done. Prevent infection. Damn, men who can reliably find the clitoris and they cut them off. Oh, I don't want to think about it, man. It's bad. Yo, bad, very bad, chat.
With the help of these
anyways, back to the quest. We're doing the serious council meeting right now.
Will exist once more.
Yay! I don't understand how guys can be so bad at finding the clit because they're dumb. Did you know if a regular person actually watched this channel, they would probably have nightmares? No. They would not. I've shown people worse, okay? Did you see that donkey sex video, Phoenix? Did you see that donkey sex video I showed the chat? Yo, that was best video, man. Like, apparently there in some countries, people like to fuck donkeys. Like, they'll just like find a donkey that's like in the field, just like chilling, eating grass. And then some strange man will just like walk up behind them, just fuck them, you know? No, show me. You asked for it, okay? Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna show you the documentary so you can see it. Okay. There is a part in this video where he literally fucks the donkey, okay? Here. This is the link. If you want to see the donkey sex video, it's on YouTube. And then if you go to like 1250, you'll see the part where he like actually fucks the donkey. Like he like goes behind the donkey and then fucks it. Yeah. Kenny gets distracted really easily. Yeah, sorry. Somebody's messaging me now. Oh, yeah.
Candy, 1 heart.
Oh my god. Hi, Valentino. Welcome to the stream. We're at the part where we're doing the council meeting. Sorry, I got distracted like 3 times.
All the more proof that Aglaia isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
These people look so dumb. 3-year candyversary. Thank you. Thank you for the subby. 18 months. Thank you. Thank you. The clit isn't hard to find. It's literally just right at the top. Well, men are dum-dums. Okay, men are dum-dums. That's why they can't find it. Yeah. It's 3 years. Thank you. It's 3 years. Oh, I subscribed for 36 months. Oh, it's 18 months in a row. I couldn't read. I can't read. Shaking my head. I'm sorry. I was like, it's 36 months. Oh my god, that's 3 years. Happy 3-year anniversary, Valentino. Oh my god, I can't believe y'all been watching my stream for 3 years. I can't believe it's been 3 years. I can't believe it's been 3 years either. How are you guys still here? That's crazy. Nah, girl, that is absolutely not normal whatsoever. Bro, people actually do that shit, man. I'm telling you. Like, the reason why they fuck donkeys is actually because they're religious, which is crazy. Okay? Hey Candy, hey Mew, I'm trying to explain to people in the chat why people have sex with donkeys. So basically they have sex with donkeys because in the Bible it says that, oh, you have to stay a virgin, you know, you can't do sex or whatever. And then they're like, okay, I guess if we can't do sex, then we should just fuck donkeys. So that's why they do it. Yeah, bro, he's just arousing the donkey in the bushes. Bro, the donkey's eating grass and he's fucking it. He just like goes behind the donkey and just fucking claps it, okay? Because you're a great streamer. Oh, thank you, thank you. Poor donkey. Yeah, the donk cussy be calling. Bro, he saw the donk cussy and was like, damn, I need to go fuck it right now. Yeah.
Why are you standing over there?
Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you.
You're the longest streamer in Twitch I've subbed to. Thank you, thank you. You're great, Valentino. Thank you so much. Instead of having sex with women, bro, having sex with animals. Yeah, because, like, I mean, I guess the Bible doesn't prohibit sex with animals. So they're just like, you know, I guess we'll just fuck donkeys. What the fuck am I hearing? I'm already drunk. Oh my god, Mew. Just use backdoor. It's okay to use it. God approves it. That's what my friend in high school thought. Like, instead of, like, you know, doing regular sex because it was, like, against Jesus or whatever. She was so religious, by the way. Like, her family went to church every Sunday, and she, like, really believed in the Lord and everything. Dude, she really believed in the Lord. When I went into her house, there was a Bible in every single room. And, you know, so instead of doing sex, she would just let her boyfriend fuck her in the ass. I guess butt sex is Jesus approved. Like, I don't know. Look, I'm not religious, so I can't, like, attest to this. But, like, she was definitely very religious, okay? She was, like, she had, like, a cross and everything. Full-on Christian. And she's just like, yeah, like, my boyfriend just, like, fucks me in the ass. and that's fine. Because, like, that means she's still a virgin, according to her. I don't know. I don't think that sort of rules lawyering is kosher. It's kosher, okay? She says it's kosher. It's fine. Did you not realize half the things that you read in the Bible could be made up? Well, she really believed it, okay? She was like, oh my god. She, like, she tells everyone, she's like, oh my god, I'm like a Jesus lover. You know, when somebody is so religious, they have it on their Instagram, like, Jesus lover. Yeah, she had that as one of her tags. I have a very religious friend. I like to troll her by misinterpreting quotes. Or use quotes that they don't need today's morals. Well, look, I'm sure there's, like, definitely things in the Bible from, like, a time long ago. But yeah, look, I mean, she said it was fine. I mean, she's the one going to church all the time, so I mean, who am I to tell her that it's wrong, right? She goes to church every Sunday. Her mom's religious, you know, and she got all these Bibles in the house. She knows more than me. What do I know?
Tell me, dear citizens.
Yeah. I mean, if she tells me butt sex is fine, then I guess butt sex is fine. Nah, your friend's fucking wrong. I don't know. She probably goes to church more than you, though. So who are you to tell her that she's wrong?
If we successfully retrieve and return
Made a
Thanatos'
typo.
core
When is
flame
Bible
without
study
anyone
stream?
passing the Death Titan's
I don't
trial,
know, man.
what
I don't
would
like to
happen
read.
next?
Sorry, did I sound dumb? I feel like when you tell people you don't like to read, they just assume you're dumb. I'm not dumb, I swear, I'm smart, okay?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death. And bring
Very dumb. No, I'm not dumb.
Beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
She might have went to the wrong church. Nah, I don't think so. I go to school. I can go to school and be a certified dumbass. True. Type in YouTube someone fucking Korean Jesus I don't think I want to type that in. I was elected to breed, not to read. Yeah. The member of the council are discussing fervently.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fakusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. She
goes to church and can still be wrong, I guess. Holy Spirit isn't fucking blasting with insight. The ass sex is pure. She said it was pure Mew. I just took her word for it. I mean, I guess I was like, yeah, I guess it's fine. Is this Hunke's story still going on? Sorry, stop talking about butt sex.
Tell me,
oh my god.
Citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Oh. Could it be that you heard that from the Flame Reaver themselves?
The Flame Reaver? Holy sex? Yeah, having butt sex is holy, guys. She was like, yeah, you know, we just do butt sex. And it's fine, because it's not technically sex. That's what she said. She was like, yeah, it's not technically sex, so it's okay. I'm like, girl, you're wilder than me, okay? I've never done butt sex. Kenny never has butt sex because she likes sinning. Oh my god, I do. I love sinning, okay? Look, at least my pussy's lubricated. The butthole's fucking dry, okay? Very halal. I'm Christian though. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was her logic. I'm not saying if it's like right or wrong. I'm just telling you I had a friend in high school where that was her logic. Okay? Yeah, I've actually tried butt sex before. Are you a man or a woman? I don't want to do butt sex. I'm good, okay?
Citizens,
yeah.
Let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Erachrisia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity,
Candy is the most religious streamer. I know, I am. I would never take anything in the ass. Yeah, I don't think I want to take anything in the ass either. I'm good. Why does it sound like she's praying for sex? Because we keep talking about it. Fire exit only in emergency. Yeah, anyways, I don't do butt sex, okay? I don't think it even feels good, like, for women, you know? And it's not lubricated, so I think I'll pass. Sorry, my grandpa just walked in telling me to eat dinner. And we're over here arguing about butt sex. It's a good thing he doesn't speak English. Dude, imagine if my grandpa walked in and was like, you want to eat dinner? And we're over here talking about butt sex. You can use lube. Have you ever been clapped in the ass? No, I haven't.
This is bad.
You wouldn't know till you No, I'm good.
Totally riled up.
I'm good.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find.
Hi, Candy. Hi, Lemmy. Welcome
right?
to the stream. Welcome. Well, for men, the Jeep spot's in the booty. Yeah, well, it's not that way for women.
Thank you, Liar, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders.
Oh, so question, gay men call their ass their pussy. Why is that? Because it's the only hole they have to stick things into? Well, I guess you could use your mouth too, but yeah. I guess.
Thereafter,
I don't know.
If we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Erachrisia will return to our world once again.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear.
Buy carefully into Lent and above.
It's called bussy, it's different. Damn, you're so knowledgeable, Covey. How did you know it was a bussy? Do you have any experience with bussy? Why does certain apps censor your words? I mean, probably because you're typing in inappropriate stuff. Like, wait, chat. Oh my god. What if because he's gay. Oh my god, Covey, are you gay? I think Covey's bi. Covey likes femboys. He's probably bi. What if you type into ChatGPT, how do I make meth? Should I do that now? And he gets his pink asshole fucked. Is that true, Covey? Do you get your pink asshole fucked? He probably does. He's just too embarrassed. Chat, he's shy.
Has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this citizens' assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the flame chase journey.
Suspension of the flame
This
chase journey.
resolution
Okay.
shall be put up on the wall of heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
If that's the case, then you're saying these words so I don't... What? I'm 100% straight. Yeah, okay, Covey. We totally believe you.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Candy's streams are mostly around learning how to fuck different humans. What do you mean? I never talk about anything weird, I swear. I never talk about anything strange, chat. Kobe probably thinks if he's fucking himself with a dildo, it's straight. Yeah, I'm innocent. I never do talking about sex.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me.
Damn.
I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
What happened when you went to look for
Actuality,
Anaxa?
He showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
I'm so straight. I could suck a dick and it wouldn't be gay. If you suck a dick, you're probably gay. That's all I'm saying.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Interesting. Are we on to Castor's quest now?
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
You calling Asmongold gay?
It was a seaside
No.
town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil
It's
dragon
the evil
descended upon the
dragon.
town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter.
Oh no! Is
Even
this
settled
Castor's
itself in her
story?
bedroom. Like a tyrant king, the queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived. at
What's
the
up,
palace
bro? Hey,
and suggested that
Hanzo.
the
Welcome to the
princess could be
stream.
revived
Welcome.
through the use of dragon
We're just
bone
doing
and
the
dragon
quest
blood.
right now.
That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
Candy allergic to reading? I hate reading. Look, it would be cool to play Smash with bros and then just casually smash your bros. But as good as it sounds, I ain't gay. If you want to smash your bros after you play Smash with them, you're probably gay. Anyone here watch Tectone? I used to watch Tectone, like, before when Genshin first came out, but now not as much.
The princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked.
It's
within the princess's
Castorus.
body.
Oh my god.
As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
A single gulp.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time.
Sorry, my grandpa's just telling me that they ate all the food, so I guess I'll just cook something later. Tectone got banned from Twitch for like a week. What the fuck did he do? He got banned from Twitch for 7 days.
Terrifying
Jeez.
death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
Until?
Until?
Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh, my... It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look?
Practically a mirror image.
It's practically a mirror image. And
Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
He called 2 OnlyFans girls whores? Damn. Well, I mean, I guess it could be considered offensive. Let me get some water. I mean, is he wrong though? I think some people just consider the word offensive, you know?
cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think?
Did Calypso go blind?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable.
These
told
adverts
young
need to fuck
children.
off.
A
Damn.
fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange.
Equivalent exchange.
I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead. What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You
flatter me.
Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Hi, Mark. Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
What kind of strange question
We're just doing the either the Naxa or the Castor's quest.
You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Death is inevitable.
I'm not on the PC right now because I'm still in bed. Honestly, I watch a lot of stuff on my bed. I just bring my laptop and I lay on my bed and watch stuff.
Mighty power really exists.
Too lazy to sit at my computer, you know.
I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually.
She's like, we're all gonna die. I'm sad.
My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price.
Damn.
Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life.
What?
I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister
That's crazy.
is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names.
Can you get the coffees flowing? No. I can't drink coffee this late, otherwise I won't be able to sleep.
Emphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Regarding this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
It's 5 a.m. here. What time is it there? It's 9 p.m. here.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes. This is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason.
Oh my god, so he was the one that did it?
You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it.
Oh, so they can see the future.
A valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago.
It's 7 a.m. here? Yeah, Kobe lives in Lithuania.
My position. I believe they would make the same choice as well.
Candy, should I get Honkai? Yeah, do it.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Who is Polixia? Is Polixia, does she become like
It seems you still
Nestia or something? Which god does she become? Which titan?
Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Anaias. As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness.
Oh, so it's all planned.
That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity.
What? These heroes are the true forms of the Titans before they attain their divinity. So they used to be human? Is what they're saying.
If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia. Is the previous form of Thanatos?
She's death.
But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaias.
Honor, courage, tenacity.
You most likely be here for 8 hours total. No. We're not gonna play the whole story. Just like a little bit.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Naias.
Calypso, isn't she a Greek god? She's the Titan of wisdom.
As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed
So we
the
have to
world,
find Polixia
I
then.
myself have also changed in the process.
Interesting.
And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, separation and death are two sides of the same coin.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
The word calamity sounds so cool. I think it's really interesting that this Chrysos Air thing is not new. Like, it seems like the previous Titans were also humans before.
He shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
To someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living afford the same amount of bliss. Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living...
Where's my Ada Ada? I redeemed it. Oh my god, I forgot. I give you Ada Ada. Thank you, thank you. Let me stay hydrated too. Well, you better have some shit on hand for drinking, Kek. Yeah, I have water because my throat gets dry when I stream. So, yeah.
But a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead...
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
Hoyo literally try to teach their players how history is made. Yeah.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Are the both of you ready?
Sorry.
Alexia.
Here. Oh my god, what?
What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Nani?
Is this... Palexia's sister?
She's Palexia's sister?
Is it...
Oh my god, chat.
Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of? That I won't be able to do it. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head on. Even if it was prophesied, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
Damn.
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at
Why
this
does Polixia kind of
destination,
sound like Farina? Maybe
back at
that's
the
the
journey
same
I took,
voice actor. Who
I
knows?
discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked.
That's so interesting. Maybe Caster's just lost her memory.
It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not? How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you? Well then, tell me, what exactly are we?
Interesting. This is why I only play ZZZ because the stories aren't as long as this. I know. Very sad story.
But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is... We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
Okay.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you love?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation.
So Castris was the revived version. So Castris died. The old Castris died to let Polixia become the Death Titan. And then Polixia revived her.
My answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
This is a petition to decrease Mommy Moan's price.
I shall
It's
open
expensive.
wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight.
What is this confusing story? Basically, they're
Do
twins.
not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Everybody, we've come to the end.
Damn.
Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being
I think
able to
I'll
glean
understand
all
it
this
more
from
if I played the
is
game.
exciting
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. You would.
I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one.
I see.
Until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world. Just like the flame chase journey of today. Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
Interesting.
What a startling revelation.
I haven't played the game in months. That's why I have 2,400 Trailblaze power. RIP.
Will also become the new
Yeah.
Titans at the world's
I've been
end,
playing since it came out.
thereby shaping a new world.
The demigods who bear the Corphans will also become the new Titans at the world's end, reshaping the
I
new
believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy in the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos.
Well, we know
I've
it should
also
be
never
free,
been
not
to that
3K.
place,
It's
as in the time
3K.
of Idonia.
To pay the price.
It had long turned into underwater ruins.
Is she from Styxia?
Take this.
This is...
The new Sporist masterpiece. The Philosopher's
Interesting.
Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation. Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how
Candy, do you stream every day? No.
the truths of the world have been
I
refined
stream when I
from their
can.
purities.
But like I have a job, so I can't stream every day. Unfortunately. If I was unemployed, I would, chat, I promise. But you know, your girl has a job, so not every day. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the redeem, Akai. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Think about the story of the
Story of the dragon.
This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Nether Realm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
Lol.
However, my line of thinking will not fail, because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go.
Chaos is the current type.
I understand.
He's the current world type.
Child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask.
Did you buy the Switch too? No, I haven't. Did you guys buy it? How much is it?
If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not?
Rip.
When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me.
Nope, it's a
When I was a
scam.
teenager,
Down.
I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process.
I only have the Switch and PS4. I'm broke. I have this Switch Lite and the regular like OLED Switch, but I don't think I'm gonna buy a new one until there's like new games out for the new system. Mario Kart machine. Well, when there's new games out that are only on the Switch too, I feel like more people would buy it. But for now, I'm not gonna buy it yet.
Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim
Exclusives
to be
are
the
what keeps
purest of
consoles
them all?
alive? Yep, pretty much.
Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
PlayStation all day, every day. I don't even have PlayStation.
A lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaya, please, let me explain. You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova. Which is why both you and Kynus desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kynus. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
I am not going to punish her for that. I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts, Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its
What
former
GPU do you have, Candy? I have no idea, guys. No
I
clue.
will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Casterus and meet the god of death himself. Casterus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aklaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then...
The answer is quite simple. In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault.
Okay.
That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
She got a 3080? Yes, I got a 3080. Press the window button. I think it's the 3080. Pretty sure. Yeah. Everyone disperses, each lost in their own thoughts. Nameless recollection. Interesting. Okay. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here for today. I feel like we made it through like a decent portion of the quest. It looks like we're now definitely on Casterus' quest now. Kenny, would you credit a part of your success to your avatar being somewhat revealing? I'm not sure if you would call me a successful streamer. I mean, there's definitely people way more successful than I am. But I mean, I think the booba window helps, you know. You can shove a lot of things in there. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's raid somebody. Let's see. Who else is streaming right now? Any other Star Rail streamers? Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Dum dum. Mmm. 4 average is crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let's raid another Star Rail streamer. Okay, we'll raid this person. I hope you guys send her lots of love. I probably won't be streaming for the next couple of days. I'll probably be away for a bit. I think I might be back on Sunday, chat. I'll be away for a little while. But I will be back at some point later this week, hopefully. But yeah, I know I've been busy these days, but yeah, just hang on, chat. I'll be back. Sunday? Yeah, because I'm spending the week doing some stuff. So I'll be busy this week. But I should be back on Sunday. Bye, Candy. Thank you guys for coming by. Love you all. I give you goodbye kiss. Mwah. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for the stream. Bye, Kenny. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Bye-bye.